Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I will need a different phone here. I cannot see the comments with this phone, with this tablet. Can you check that? I cannot see comments. I need to interact with the audience through that. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. We have 10 people in the house. You're all welcome. I see the president of Anglo Cameroonians in Thailand. You're welcome, sir. I see Miss Ekbe Gladys. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. But if you out at the mail, give me the other phone. If everyone, there's no way I can see the comments. Okay, it's okay. I just saw them. Okay. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome, Miss Keshia, Mrs. Sorry, I keep calling you Miss. Sorry, dear. You're very welcome. We are going to be, wow, we have 30 good number of people in the house. So I think it's a good time to start. What do you think, guys? 32. Please share. Hello, Kuse. Welcome, sis. You're very welcome. I see you, Shasti Mia. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Please share. This number is dropping. It's not supposed to drop before we start. And remember, at the end of the show, when you come in, don't go. Because when you stay to the end, we are going to have free copies of Beyond the Womb for some lucky people. Only for those who will stay to the end. You're very welcome. Sis Tina Rowley, you're welcome. Mrs. Caleb Badge, you're welcome to the house. Very welcome to Mommy Queen's Talk Show. I would just want to get a heads up from the author of Beyond the Womb, the panelists, Mrs. Mirel, and also Mr. Simon Efange, the president of Cameroonians community in Thailand. If you are ready to join the live, please indicate, and I'm going to send you an invite. Oh, sorry. You send an invite, and then I'm going to accept. Because I'm a bit far from the source, so you need to send it. Thank you so much. I see you, El Fami. I see you. Very welcome. Hello, Mrs. Bebe Eyere. You're welcome, sis. The Vice President of BMC, Bomani Central Thailand. You're very welcome to the house. I see you, Mary Assumpta, sis. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, if you're just coming in, you are on Flavia Queen's Alexa's Facebook Live. This is Mommy Queen Talk Show, and we are launching the book Beyond the Womb tonight. Virtual launching of the book Beyond the Womb by Mrs. Meshi Keshia. I hope I'm calling that your name correctly. Please sending an invite. I think we have a good number already. 36 is good. I think we should start. Send in your invites, guys. Please, Miss Mirel, I know you are there, you're ready. Please send in your invites so that you can join the live immediately. And let's kick off. Welcome in, Tony Wilson. I see you, sir. You're very welcome. Nana Karim, Mrs. Stega, you're very welcome to the live. Of course, my sister is here. Blessed Fonge, you're welcome. Ngu Anu Alice, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Please don't stop pumping in the likes and the hearts, and don't stop sharing. Share. I'm still waiting for the invites. I haven't seen any yet. And remember, if you're just coming in and you are not following this page yet, please give us a follow because we have good things in store for you. Mommy Queen is not only doing a talk show, Mommy Queen creates content, Mommy Queen motivates, Mommy Queen elevates. So please follow this page if you're not yet a follower. And share, share, share. Thank you so much. I sent mine. Prof said he sent his already. I have sent an invite. Okay, thank you, sis. Okay. I think. Okay, please just give me a minute. I can't see. Can you please? Can you resend the invites? I can't see. Thank you so much. I sent a request. Why am I not seeing any request? Bro, please take off the phone and give it to me. We'll put it back. Okay, just give me a minute, guys. I'm going to check this out. Okay. Okay, it's going to send you the invite to the author. Okay, so I'm going to find. Okay. Welcoming, dear. You're very welcome. All right, just hang in there while I try to add every other person. Guys, as you can see on the screen, this is the queen. This is the intelligent lady who authored this amazing book we are launching tonight. So please just hang in there while you admire her beauty, like while I add the other panelists. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Okay, so I'm looking forward to Mr. Prof himself. Prof, please can you write a comment one more time for me, please, so that it's going to be easier for me to identify you, as well as our other panelist, Mrs. Ngwai Mirel. Thank you so much. Thank you. Keep pumping the hearts, keep sharing. I see. Or my friend, my dear friend, thank you so much for coming in. Okay, I have identified Mola Efange, Prof. Okay. Mola, sir, I have sent your invite to join this broadcast. I'm looking forward now to adding Mrs. Mirel. Okay. Okay, and I have located her. So, okay. Invite sent for Prof and for Mrs. Mirel. So, hang in there, guys. They are joining us soon. I'm very excited. We are about to begin it. Welcome you. Wow, sis, you look so beautiful.
Hello.
Hello, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes, guys, as you can see on the screen, if you are just coming, we are launching Beyond the Womb. It's a book written by the pretty lady, Mrs. Meshi Keshia. It's easy to identify her. She's golden, guys. She's blonde. If you see her, if you see that lady on the screen, know that's the person we are talking about. So we are written by her, and of course, she invited other people, other So we have two people we are expecting. One is here already, Mrs. Miriam. I'm going to give them time to introduce themselves, guys, because we are still waiting for our man, the only boy in Seka Baptist College. We are waiting for his presence before we can begin this. Mola Ifanga, sir, are you ready to join us? Did you receive the invite? Somebody is sending greetings to Sister Mirel from one D school.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Keep sharing the live, keep liking, keep pumping in the hearts, keep firing support for this great lady. It's really not an easy thing to do. That's why I couldn't resist being a part of this. When I received the invite, I was like, oh my God, I can't say no to something this beautiful. Being a mother, being in Thailand, being a teacher, being a wife, being a mom, and still having time to write such a beautiful book. I have my copy, guys. And trust me, I've read it twice and I've still not had enough of it.
Thank you, moderator. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Thank you so much.
Have we heard anything from Mula Efanga, from Prof? Prof, we don't know what's happening. We are still waiting for you to join us before we can start. Is Prof there? And I hope everybody can hear me 10 on 10.
Sure, we can.
Okay. Welcome me, my baby Felicitas. I see you, darling. You're very welcome. Thank you for joining.
My editor is here. Sandra, welcome. Thank you so much, my editor.
Wow. What's the name of your editor again?
Sanyanga.
I didn't get it clearly, but maybe I can do it.
Can you hear me?
Sanyanga. Send a request again. Okay. I'm going to try to request Mula one more time. Just okay, sorry for a little glitch. Let me try to request Mula if I get to join us again. Okay. Mula, I have requested again.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. What's up, Honorine Tenen? Thank you, dear. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. Let's not stop pumping in the hearts, guys. Let's not stop sharing.
Thank you,
We're
Mama.
waiting for our only gentleman in the house. Let's just be patient. Okay. I see you all. I see your wonderful comments. Greetings, sis. Blessing Wunam. You're very welcome, sis. Welcome to the house. I see you, Billy Anyam. You're welcome. I see you, Fadi, my sister. You're welcome. Let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you for the compliment, sir. Tata Prince. Thank you so much. Uche Kalu Uga says, congratulations, Kesha, always making us proud. It's
Thank
like
you,
since you were in your mommy's womb, you have been doing very, very admirable things. Because always making us proud. It's like since from your childhood days, you have been a very intelligent lady. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Oh my. What is happening to Prof? I did send a request to join. Prof, did you see my own request? I cannot see Prof's request. Prof, please help me one more time. I didn't receive this request. It's all right. Okay, I've seen Prof's okay, I think it's fixed now. Okay. Prof, I have accepted your request to join. Please, is it possible to join? Feli, you are not late, dear. You are not late. You are right on time. Thank you so much, everyone who is here. I see the number has not dropped. That means you are really willing to see this go through your patient. Yes, Prof is adding. It shows that he's adding already. So maybe we just need like a few seconds to go. Connection failed. Oh no. It says connection failed for Prof. I don't know why. What are we going to do now? Or have I been sending this to the wrong address? I see two Simons. I see Simon. I see two. I will still send again to the other one. Okay, I think it's one. It still shows adding. Looks like the connection is not letting us add Prof. It's okay. Looks like that connection is not letting us add Prof. It keeps showing adding. So I think we should start while we wait, or what do you think, author?
I think we should start. Let's go.
Yeah, because I really don't know, and Prof has a lot of things to do today, but we are going to still keep working on his invite, and we hope that along the line it's going to be possible for him to join us, because he's really a good part. He has a very good role to play throughout this launching. So once more, welcome everyone to Mommy Queen Talk Show. And tonight, if you're just joining us, if you've been here, you already know that we are doing a virtual launch of the book Beyond the Womb by Mrs. Meshi Keshia. Now, my name is Flavienne Queen Elessa. Like you rightly see on my Facebook page, that's my full name, but you can also call me Mommy Queen. So I'm also not on Facebook as Mommy Queen. And we are going to, this is me declaring that this launching is open. We are starting the live program, not like the launching phase, but we are beginning this program at this time. So I'm going to allow the other people that are with me on this live to tell us something, just introducing themselves to us for a moment. Thank you so much. And before they do that, if you've not checked this live session, please do. And if you've not followed the host of this live session, please make sure you do that. Thank you. Now over to, who do we begin with? Okay, let's leave the best for the last. So we are going to begin with Mrs. Mirel. All right.
Hello, everybody. I am Eno Mirongwai. I'm mother of 4, and of course, someone who happened to know the author, the delectable Meshi Keshia. Thank you for having me here, and I hope we will have a wonderful time to learn from each other. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, and you're welcome, sis. Thank you for agreeing to be a part of this book launch. Okay, over to the author of this book.
Thank you very much, Mommy Queen. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. My name is Meshi Keshia. I'm the author of Beyond the Womb, as you already know. I'm a teacher, and I'm also a wife and a mom of 1. Thank you so much, and welcome. Let's do this together.
Thank you so much. So you all have heard from the author of this book, and you hear how beautiful and soft-spoken she is. She's quite a very intelligent lady. So to begin this program, I like I told you before, I have my copy of Beyond the Womb, and I'm going to start first I'm going to read a part of this book that I find very interesting. Okay, so please keep your ears wide open. This is really a good one. When I started reading this book, that was the first thing I highlighted. I was like, wow, this is good. And this is really funny because, you know, a lot of us, married, non-married, somehow, someday we may have, okay, let's just listen. All right. I'm thrilled to announce that I'm expecting a baby. Interestingly, despite taking morning after pills, after the night of intimacy to prevent conception, Faith had other plans and the pills were unsuccessful. Oh my God. See, Mrs. Keshia, you have a lot of explanation to do.
I'm right here.
Okay, so I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just going to leave you to take it out from there because I don't want to spill more than I should. It's up to you. Now the ball is in your court.
Thank you so much. Yes, after taking morning after pills on the night of intimacy, and here we are expecting a baby. Expecting a baby. I'm thrilled to announce that I'm pregnant. That's what's written in my book, Beyond the Womb, the journey of a first-time mother from pregnancy to motherhood. And I'm sure you must be wondering why the title Beyond the Womb. Let me take you back to the process of writing. When I started writing, my title was The Diary of a Scared Pregnant Woman, because my pregnancy came with a lot of complications and I deemed it necessary to call it Diary of a Scared Pregnant Woman. But along the line, I realized that this title will only reflect about 10% of my book, not the entire book. So I actually changed it to The Diary of a Pregnant Woman. Still in my writing process, I changed the title because I'm not just talking about pregnancy, I'm also talking about motherhood. So I finalized with the help of my editor, of course, Sandra Nyanga, she's still here. So we agreed on the title Beyond the Womb, the journey of a first-time mother from pregnancy to motherhood. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So you heard that from the horse's mouth. She said, "So if you are a kid here and you don't know what is intimacy, I don't know. So it's up to you. It's really actually your business right now. Because I'm not gonna do something that will make us to kick me out of this life. Okay, so if you really want to get more of the gist, more of the cocoa, what is really in this book, you need to get ready to grab your own copy because trust me, that is just the tip of an iceberg. Okay, and I think I noticed someone sent me stars. I want to appreciate it so much. Thank you. God bless you. And I really, really want our Prof. Simon Efande to be a part of this live because he has been in the planning committee for so long. So please, sir, if you don't mind, could you exit the live broadcast completely, exit it completely, and then join again? And then we are going to try if we can still add you or still sending a request. Maybe you start by sending a request this time around, and then I will try to add you again. Thank you. Okay. I will get a note. All right, so we are going to begin. I wanted to go through some of the comments because we want our audience, we want the viewers to be a part of this show. So I see Angel says kids are not allowed in here. So 18 plus, of course, no kids should be getting pregnant. No kids should be talking about raising any child. So in this house, it's strictly adult stuff. Cause it's if you are expecting, you plan to have a baby in the future, trust me, staying in this life is a good choice. And then the best choice, instead of being good, the best choice is getting a copy of this book at the end of it all. All right, so we are going to let the author again. She's going to come in to give us a brief explanation of her parenting journey.
Can I?
Yes, of course you can. You are going to do a brief presentation of how your journey, this book, what you wrote, like whatever you want to tell us. Please take the floor and present your book. Thank you.
Thank you again, moderator. So I'm going to start with my inspiration, what led me to write Beyond the Womb. I've always loved to write. I've always admired writers. For example, there's Sandra Nangaye. I'm a huge fan of her. So when I got pregnant, and I said to myself, why don't I document this? Coupled to the fact that it was kind of complicated from what the doctors told me here and there, my head was just bustling. And I'm like, okay, let's write something. Let me just pour down my emotions into writing. So that when eventually my son grows up and he reads about how he came about, he will definitely be happy. And also, a copy of this book will definitely help mothers to be aspiring mothers or first-time mothers because they will actually learn from my experience. And will also
Okay. Thank you. So what actually inspired you to write this book? What was your inspiration?
What inspired me to write this book was the fact that I have always loved to write. So the opportunity came, I got pregnant, and I'm like, okay, definitely I have to write something about this. And also with the fact that my pregnancy was kind of complicated from the beginning. Thank God everything went well. And I was like, okay, let me put this into writing. Everything. Let me document it. It might help someone out there. And definitely my son or my newborn, when he becomes an adult and he takes a look at the book and know everything how it came about, he'll definitely be happy and he'll be proud of his mom. So
Trust me. Trust me, it's not only going to help your son. After reading through that book, I will tell you that even after being a mom 3 times, there were things I picked up in that book which I knew nothing about. So that book is good. Trust me, guys, I know what I'm talking about. This is me talking after reading the book. So you did not only write that for your son, believe me. That is why you are giving it out because you believe that other people can also benefit from it. All right, and then I want to know, while you were writing this book, did you face any kind of challenge how difficult was it? A difficult journey? Was it an easy journey? Was there at some point you wanted to stop, or just tell us any challenges at all?
It was a hard journey. I can't lie. It was extremely difficult. I'm a first-time writer, so definitely I wouldn't have been perfect if I didn't contacted some specialists in writing. And also, I was writing when I was pregnant. I was working, so I had to write. Some days I felt like, no, I don't just want to write. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to do anything. I went for some months without writing at all. I would just jot down some points that I would elaborate later, but it was so difficult. I went for about 4 months without writing, only for me to jot down the points and later elaborate on them. Apart from that, as a first-time author, I also had so many obstacles. But fortunately, when I gave the book to my editor, she actually found out some loopholes in my writing and she relayed the information to me. And I went back into writing because I'd actually finished. I actually stopped writing and I told her that, okay, I'll be launching this book November, that's last year. But when I gave her the book, it wasn't complete. She said it's not complete. I was like, what? Am I going back to writing? She said yes. So she listed some points to me and I went back to writing. From November last year, I took about two more months to finalize everything about the book. And thank God we are here today and it's a success. Thank you.
You're welcome. So does it mean how long did it take you to start writing this book? How old is your baby, by the way, if you don't mind?
My baby is 2 years old. So you can imagine from the time I was pregnant, I started writing. I didn't plan to publish this.
That's not long at all, because going through this book, not many people will do this within 2 years, or should I say 2 years and 9 months. This is really good work, considering the fact that you had other things to deal with. This book is good, and that time is not long at all. Despite the challenges you may have had, I think that you did really well. So now, before I'll ask you the next thing, I would like to go through the comments so that we get connected with our viewers. Some of the people in the comment sections are really impressed. They keep clapping. We see Honorine keeps clapping, like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I'm sure, because I saw this name in the book, Naku said, see, there are some names in this book. I'm already releasing some. You know, she has a special place in the heart of the author. She keeps saying congratulations everywhere, you know. So everyone is proud of you, and I see congratulations. Thank you so much, Mrs. Oro Kayara Bisong, saying congratulations, because of course you have done a good work writing this book and then bringing it to production to the point where you're launching it. So everyone, every sister, I see the queens, man. The girls are all over the place. The sisters are hailing you. The queens are fixing your crown. So we are all proud of you. I see Brenda, Mrs. Ekoimotia, she's right here. She's proud of you as well. Sunny days. Oh, molasses. Okay, that Sunny Days is trying to help Mola to join the line. I tried to add Mola again and still it didn't go. I really don't know what's happening. All right. So yes, Mrs. Kesha. Can you tell us more about this book? If somebody is gonna buy, we don't want you to tell us everything inside, of course. What is the structure of the book? Does it have? Did you write it in parts? Did you write it in paragraphs? How many chapters? How many pages? And guys, I'm going to give you cartouche. Please listen to her when she's talking, because the questions we are going to ask at the end of this live, they are going to come from the things she's saying. See, I'm already giving you cartouche now. How do they call cartouche in English? So you listen when she's talking about these things, because there are copies. So many people have sponsored free copies, and those who get these questions right, they are going to get those free copies tonight. So please listen while she talks. Floor is yours.
Okay, thank you once more. Thank you again. Thank you very much, everyone. So my book, it's divided into 2 parts, and it's made up of It's made up of 147 pages. 147 pages, and it's made up of 2 parts. The first part is about my pregnancy journey, the challenges, the trials, and everything about it. from the first chapter to the fourth chapter narrates my pregnancy experience, while we have a transitioning chapter. Chapter 5 narrates the transitioning chapter from the pregnancy to the motherhood phase. And we have the motherhood phase, of course, is made up of about 8 chapters. So in total, Beyond the Womb is 147 pages and 13 chapters. If you get to from the first chapter to the fourth one, the pregnancy, the fifth chapter, the transitioning, the 6th to the 13th, the motherhood phase.
I'm not talking to you. I'm telling the audience to jot down some of the things you're saying because they can be able to answer at the end of the live show. So are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. So thank you so much. I'm going to take us some time again to read out the comments from our audience. Where I don't see Mola for comment section. Oh my. Try again, Mola. Wow, great job. Okay. Oh, I just see one person whom I didn't see at the beginning. Miss Precious Mesame, welcome.
Maya de Paris.
Okay, yes, of course. Mia de Paris, Queen of Highlights. Welcome, sis. Thank you. Wow, so many people are proud of you. So proud of you, sis. So proud of you, sis. I can't wait to get mine. Oh my God, you're sold out already. I believe so.
Love has really been massive. Thank you.
We are actually getting into the part where Mola was going to be taking part, but still we have not been able to add him. So we are going to now have some time for all of the panelists. So at this point, I'm not just going to be the moderator. I'm going to give in some of my own contributions because, oh, come on, I'm mommy queen. I am a mom. I've been pregnant 3 good times. My tummy has been very big. So I know some things about this thing that this intelligent lady has written about. So we are getting to the point where we are going to share some ideas, some experiences in the journey of pregnancy and motherhood. So I'm going to let the author to start and have open this part for us.
What's the question, please?
Brief explanation on your parenting journey. Can you give us a brief explanation? A brief insight into your parenting journey as a first-time mother.
As a first-time mother, my parenting journey has not really been easy, coupled to the fact that I really do not have any help around me. So it has extremely been difficult, you know. And it isn't what I expected. For example, I knew that it was going to be like an easy peasy, but come on, it has not been easy. And I keep on learning along the way. I keep on learning. I keep on asking questions. I keep on asking for help from other experienced moms. And I keep on researching to making sure I do the right thing. So of course, it hasn't been easy, but we thank God we are here and keep learning and doing the right thing. What's good for our kids and
okay, I kept hearing it hasn't been easy, But I also think there have also been some good. I believe you, it hasn't been easy. But tell us that the journey as a whole, it has not all been sour. I'm sure there have been some sweet moments.
Everything is in my book. Definitely, you get a copy of my book. You find every moment, the joyous moments, everything is in here. But let me talk about the joyous part. Of course, just having a baby, it's extremely, you know, just want. Sometimes I think like, okay, I think I want to have another baby because I'm extremely happy that I have a baby.
You see, you see all the pains we feel during delivery, it suddenly disappears when you see that new little cute one's face. Like, oh, I can do this again, maybe even 10 times if I have maybe not the strength, if I have the money.
Oh, if I have the money, when I just look at him and he's like, Mama, Come on, give me a hug.
Okay. So normally I wanted to go next, but this our pretty lady, Mrs. Mira, she's been here. We've been seeing her beautiful face, and I want her to talk. I've been talking a lot, so I will go after her. So, Mrs. Mira, what can you really tell us about your own journey, your journey as a mom? I know we are very alike. We have powerful boys. So can you tell us how how it has been with you?
Um, Hello once more to everybody, and thank you, Mimi, for inviting me here. And thank you, Mrs. Queen Elisa, for agreeing to host this launch through your platform. Thank you. I think that's something applaudable. I will start by saying that generally, pregnancy is a very challenging period for every lady. Some people will say, oh, it was easy, oh, it was difficult, but generally it's difficult because it gets to like deform your body. Everything about you changes and there is no going back.
That's the formation part.
So it comes with a lot of challenges apart from the morning sickness, backaches, weight aches, waist pain, and all the aches that you may think of. For me, one of the hardest things about being pregnant is having people making comments and touching my belly. I understand that whatever thing, the comments and the touching of your belly, like for most of them, comes from a place of love and care, but it doesn't really help you. It instead brings more discomfort, given the fact that you're already going through something which is very stressful, a lot of pressure and anxiety. But yes, being people making comments and touching my belly was one of the most difficult things. And now coming to parenting, there are many challenges when it comes to parenting. And as well as there are challenges, there are also very good moments. Um, People will say, oh, being pregnant, I can never do it again. If you don't do it, the question is, if a woman doesn't do it, who else is going to do it? No one will do it if you don't do. It's painful, and because a woman gives birth to 1, 2 kids doesn't mean that she doesn't feel the pain. She does feel it, but it's a sacrifice she has to make because that is what a woman is. A woman nurtures, a woman takes care, a woman makes whatever it takes to see joy and happiness in everybody's faces. So being a parent, one of the most difficult thing I think I've had to go through, I'm still battling with, is um the fact that raising kids in a totally different environment, community, and society. I was raised in a community where everybody had my skin color, of course. We were all blacks, and a child will not feel different and start thinking, oh, I'm not beautiful, I'm not handsome. But raising kids in a totally different environment where everybody has a different skin color, and probably in his class he's the only one, or in his school he's the only one with the dark skin color, it makes some kind of he gets to hear comments, and also it makes him to start feeling inferior, and also making him to start asking questions. And when your child comes home and asks, hey, mommy, why do I look this way? Yes, providing those answers to them. The difficult part for me that I face is having to, because I really want them to grow up being confident, accepting that this is who they are, and loving them, knowing that they are no different from everybody. That confidence, boldness, and love and acceptance of themselves is one of the things I want to instill in them. And it's one of the challenges that I'm battling with. One day at a time we are handling, but that is one of the greatest challenges. There are many, but I can only talk about few because of the time. But
Okay.
yes,
Thank you so
So,
much. Somebody was agreeing with you in the comment section. Jenny Eni Hajia Abo Adetola. She said that deformation of body is a key point, especially the belly and the slacking of the breast. See the way I'm holding my breast. My boys have finished it. So sometimes you will not blame those our sisters who want to feel their bodies and you see they will go under the knife because they want to look the way they were before childbirth. Because trust me, if you're somebody who loves looking that sharp, after childbirth, it's totally something else. So thank you so much for your contribution, Jenny. And Donald Singh says, wow, interesting. Now Sarah Rita says for apple eating. I don't get, maybe she's speaking in parables. Which apple are we eating? Is it the apple that Eve gave Adam to eat and be? Okay. Thank you, Nasari. Your comment is noted. God bless all of you, mommies. Thank you, Mrs. Ekoimotia. Thank you so much. I'll shout out to the Emanen. I see you joined the live. Thank you so much. Again, before we continue, if you're not following this page, please give us a follow. If you've not shared this live, please share this live. And remember, please stay to the end because we are going to be giving out free copies of this amazing book. Thank you so much, Mrs. Muriel. Your contribution is very important. I say was very important. Thank you so much. Okay, now over to me. I wanted to also give a small suggestion before I say anything. I don't know if it's okay with Mrs. Muriel. If we can, maybe you can drop for a while. We just try. If we can add Mola, since, and then if it doesn't work, then so let's just see because at least let him be a part. I don't know if that is okay.
sure.
Okay, thank you so much, sis. We just tried that. All right, thank you so much. So I don't know if Mola Prof Simon Efange is here. I'm going to try to add him again, or is he sending me a request, sir? Are you there? Thank you so much for the stars. Nah, thank you so much, sis. Is Mola there? Mola, are you sending me a request again, or should I send you one? Do this. Excuse me, guys. This our studio is not very big yet, huh? Okay, Mola has sent. I'm going to try to add it now. Okay. Okay, it's adding. Fingers crossed. It just keeps showing adding.
Oh my God, what's happening? Prof, come on. I think you should change your phone or something.
Okay, so while we are waiting for Mola to join in, I would like to just give in my own little contribution as a mom. I've been a mom 3 times, and one of those times it was in Cameroon. I had my first baby in Cameroon, my first boy, and then I had 2 boys in Thailand. So now one of the only thing I really want to talk about, because truly when I was talking with the author, I said, I want to talk about my pregnancy and motherhood experiences. Like we are going to use the whole of this life for me, but it's not about me, guys. It's about this queen here who took out her time to write this book. So I'm just gonna say something about the differences in the geographical differences, that is giving birth to a child in Cameroon, or should I say Africa, and then giving birth to a child in Thailand. The experience is really, really different. I'll start right from the point looking at the pregnancy. When you're pregnant, when I was pregnant in Cameroon, oh, thank God Miriam mentioned this. You will not see anybody coming to ask you, hey, oh, sorry, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, are you pregnant? Oh, what's that? When are you giving birth? Nobody asked you that. Nobody asks you that in Cameroon, but here in Thailand, everybody wants to know. They want to know the date you're going to give birth. They want to know the sex of the child. Some of them will even ask you the name and the nickname of that child. So I got to, at some point at the beginning, I was like, oh, why are these people so nosy? But I got to understand that in their culture. So that difference in culture when it comes to pregnancy. In their culture, it's just normal. It's like a way of care to ask about those things, to touch, and then to it's just a difference in culture. And also there is also a tendency back home before you hear that a woman goes in for a CS, that is giving birth by in local parlance operation. It has to be a very complicated case. But here in Thailand, the doctor will start asking you when you go for antenatal, uh, do you want to give birth? Not even asking you, start telling you that, advising you that you should use that one.
My director advised me to do C-section. My director advised me go for C-section. Natural delivery is very hard. I said no, don't worry, or natural delivery. She said no, I did science. Go for C-section. I said okay, I will consider. Thank you.
Because they're convincing you to do a C-section, and some of the locally they have so many reasons. When I was pregnant here in Thailand, I was like, okay, everyone is saying that they give their reasons. Go give back PCS, and when you start asking why, they only have one answer. Hey, this is 18 plus. Some of them say, oh, that place out there is going to be so big. If you push,
I've never heard of that reason.
you didn't hear of that.
I've never heard of that reason.
The final road is going to be very large. It's going to be weak. The husband will not like you again after the process. Then, when I went into the labor room, and I insisted, I know I'll give birth naturally because I already had my first child like that, naturally. And then when I went into the labor room, I was shocked. So many women. Huh? I thought these people don't give birth naturally. I thought they all go for CL. What are all these women doing here? So it's like they actually convince you to do it, but not really all of them. The notion is that a lot of them do it, but a lot of them also give birth naturally. So I also got to notice that. So probably I was trying to really think, so what is the real reason? Why do people always choose CS? People think that it's easier, or I don't think it's easier. People
a lot of pain and something like that. But on the contrary,
like you don't have to go through the phase of labor and all that. Okay, another thing I also noticed the difference in upbringing. I
Mom, excuse me. Prof is here. Are you ready?
Prof is here. Did he join, or should I add him again?
That's a new account he's using.
Okay.
Alaya.
What account, please? Let me just. Okay, 1 minute. What's the account, please? Have you seen the name?
What's that account again? Aya, if I can get something like that. AALYAH.
Okay, let me find it. 1 minute, please.
Okay, it's in the comment section.
Okay, I've seen it. Okay. I'm sending an invite, or did he send an invite? Alia Ifange.
We have to send an invite.
Okay, one more. Okay, Mola, please send again. Please send again. Let me accept. Thank you so much for the hearts. I see them coming in. Okay, Mola has sent. This person was unable to join because of technical issues. Hmm? I should send. Okay, Mola, let me send instead. Because you just said you were unable to join because of technical issues. This one. Okay. I'm sending now, Mola. I have this person couldn't add
Yeah,
guest. This person.
saying something.
Okay.
You can only accept guests only if the account is following you. So I think Mola needs to follow you before you can send a
Okay, you
request.
need to follow with this account.
Yes.
Mola, please can you follow with this account?
You follow was like, what's myoma? And he started explaining, and I realized it's fibroid. And immediately, there's a lot of pain. There was a time when I was going to the hospital every week, every week. Well, to the day that I gave birth, that was on Sunday. On Friday, I was in so much pain, you know. My husband said, let's go to the hospital. I said, no, I'm just like, I'm not going to the hospital again. I have to go to work. He said, okay, go to work. Unfortunately for me, I had just one period that day. I was still in so much pain that I didn't just want to go to the hospital. I'm tired of them seeing me every day. When of those times I'll be like, oh, that's the lady with fibroid. Everyone knew me already. Sometimes I'm going to the hospital crying, and in so much pain. And you know, the process of admission here in Thailand is not like, okay, you just go to the hospital and they admit you. Know. There's a procedure, especially because I actually
government hospital.
During the COVID period, so they had to do the COVID test and every other thing, you know. I was just tired of going through that same scenario over and over. So I told him I wasn't going to the hospital. I went to school and he kept on checking with me. Okay, I think I'm better. So he came home that Friday and he was like, let's go to the hospital. I was in so much pain. No, I'm not going, I'm tired. He said, okay, let's just go to the hospital. So that if they have to admit you on Friday, maybe you leave by Sunday so you can go to work on Monday. I said, okay, that's better. We went to the hospital and they sent me to the delivery room or the labor room because it was at 5 p.m. So they sent me there to check if actually I was in labor. And behold, I was in labor. I was in labor. Okay, so you give birth. No, it's not time yet. It's not time yet. I can't give birth to a preterm baby, you know, but God has his own plans.
That's another thing about this lady. She had the baby preterm, she had a fibroid, all this pregnancy, and yeah, there is a healthy baby, guys. It's a healthy 2-year-old that is the reason behind this book. So despite the fact that you have the fibroid during the pregnancy, you
as large as 4 centimeters. It was like one time the doctor told me your myoma is larger than your baby. Can you imagine? Your myoma is larger than your baby. And I was like, oh my God, my myoma is actually mine. No, you can't just say, oh, I have fever, I have fibroid, I have this, you understand? So I was like, okay, let's see how it goes still. You know, but fortunately we are here today. And thank God for me, after I gave birth, the fibroid actually came from like 12 centimeters to now it's about 5 centimeters from the last time I checked. And it's still there, my stomach is still big, you know.
So do you have any plans of going for like going under an operation to take it out, or you're just taking medication to shrink it? What exactly are you doing?
I'm not on any medication, and I don't have plans of going under the knife as well. But the doctor, however, told me that if I happen to have more complications, like if I feel so much pain, especially when I'm on my period, definitely I'll have to go under the knife. But then again, I actually inserted the family planning here.
Yeah, we are partners.
It's been 2 years now, and my menstrual flow isn't that high anymore. It's just really low. So reason why I don't actually know if when I take it out, I'll have an increase in menstrual pain or something. And if I do have it, definitely I'll go under the knife. But if not, let it be. It's not affecting me anymore.
All right. This topic I think is really quite interesting because we may never know while we are talking there could be some ladies going through this, because there was a time I read that there's a good percentage of ladies who actually suffer from fibroid. Not many people talk about it. So I don't know if there's anyone in the comment section, if you want to ask any question concerning this, because it's a health issue. I think it's good for us to ask questions if you need to. If you want Meshi to tell you something about this, please ask a question in the comment section and she's going to gladly answer. But before I read another person's question, I wanna ask you more about this. So the doctor say anything about having another child with a fibroid? Is the fibroid going to affect you? Are there any risk of getting pregnant again while you still have the fibroid?
Of course, I can actually get pregnant, but still the same risk as the first one. You might give birth to a preterm kid, or you might not give birth at all. You might have a miscarriage.
50-50.
I
You are so
continue
a
to
very
feel, I
strong
will continue
woman.
to feel so much pain until the day that I gave birth.
Okay, so I will not want to ask you many any more personal questions because I really want to ask questions, but maybe there are some things you'll not be willing to talk about online. But I don't know if there's anybody in the comment section.
In here, if anyone wants to
Yes,
know
yes,
about my journey, my
yeah, there are a lot
pregnancy,
of things in this book.
definitely get it here.
Thank you. So you heard her. There are so many things you discover in this book. I learned. I don't want to say, I don't want to tell you the things I learned. I want you to discover. Please grab a copy. Got a copy of this book and then learn those things I learned. Imagine me like I've said it before and I'm repeating. A mother was I'm a three-time mom, but yet I still had so much to learn. Meshi is out again. See, okay. Okay, I think she's going to send in her request. All right, before we had Mola company, I was trying to talk about the differences between having a kid in Cameroon and having a kid here in Thailand. So there's one more thing I want to talk about the upbringing. My first child, that is the second one actually that I had in Thailand. He had a lot of problems with his speech delay. I don't know if and Remola, I'm not sure your daughter may have experienced that probably because of the other side of her family. She had a huge family. But my son experienced that speech delay. One of the reasons was because he was practically alone. Just me and my husband, and then at home, we will talk to him in English. When he goes to school, they talk to him in Thai. When he comes home, there is no one to talk to that is his age. So he could start talking properly, like talking clearly at the age of 4 because of that. So he had serious, at some point I thought he would not talk. I started sending him to friends for holidays, those who have kids with them so that he can just spend some time and see other kids like him. So those are also some of the challenges we face when we are raising kids out of our country and being alone. I've also seen other people too, whose kids have had this same kind of a problem. They cannot talk at the age when they are supposed to talk because there is no one like them of their age group around them. And I also noticed that bringing up a child in Thailand is not it's not if you have the support, the right support, I think it's going to be far better than back home. For me, I'm not debating. I'm just saying that because the facilities I had here, like my first child, to get a proper the good vaccination for him. He needed to have so much money. But over here, my son, he got all the vaccination for free. Even though at the beginning of it, I didn't even know it could be free. They sent me somewhere, I was paying huge sum of money. And then one day somebody called me, hey, what are you paying there? You can go here and for free. And for all his years, he got it for free and all the necessary vaccinations. So I think raising my kids here and comparing back to Cameroon, I had more information. I learned more as a mom while being here. The challenges were there, but I would prefer this environment because where I'm coming from, I think it will not give me all the facilities I need. I don't know if Mola has anything else to add while I'm going to be adding the author again.
Yeah, try to add her. I think she has sent a
Yes, yeah,
request.
I've accepted that.
Yes, she has sent a request.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
think it's
raising a
fun again.
kid, raising a kid
Guys,
in Cameroon and raising a kid here in Thailand, it's a different ball game. It's a whole different scenario. You know, the environment, the rules, the regulations, and so on. But I have to say kudos to all the moms out there who are making sure that their kids are being raised up according to our customs and traditions, you know, and don't get carried away with what we see here. Because my daughter, for example, I started grooming her when she was still a baby to understand that she's the Cameroonian as well, in as much as she's Thai, but she's also Cameroonian. There are some things that she has to learn how to do. You can't be in M1 and I'm washing your clothes and I'm ironing your clothes, you know, and you can't even do your own laundry. That's impossible. Go to Cameroon, 12-year-old kids are cooking huge pots of food for the family, you know, and here the ones here are more content and nails and glitter, you know. So raising a kid is quite challenging, you know. As a dad, you have to be present in their lives, and you have to stand your grounds, you know, coming from Cameroon, because I mean, look at how we turned out. If our parents didn't do a good job, then we wouldn't be like this. So I don't see any person that's gonna convince me that our parents did not do a good job, you know.
True,
So,
true,
so
true.
I'm gonna stick
Thank you.
to those principles.
Okay. Thank you very much, Prof. Efrange Simon. Thank you so much. So I would like to throw this question again back to you, sir. Is there any advice you would like to give to future parents who are on the show, or even those who are going to watch later?
Well, first and foremost, parenthood is all about understanding and setting some ground rules. You know, like right now on my phone, I have an app which I control, and it tells me what she's doing at what time, what she's watching, how long she spends on a particular app. And if I think she's spending too much time, I can just shut down the app on my phone. And wherever she is, she does discover that everything just stops. And if I think she spent too much time on screen, I just shut down the entire screen. From even if she's in Bangkok and I am in Warhead, I would still do that. You know. So,
Does she know you do that?
oh, she keeps asking me what's wrong with her phone. All I
She's going,
tell her is
she's going
that
to
I
watch this
think,
live and she'll know now.
oh, she's asleep. She's asleep. You know, all she knows is that something is wrong with her phone, and I'm like, I don't know. You know, it's it's very interesting. You have to play the role of a dad. Do not be their friend. Be a dad. Be a dad. Do not be their friend. Because when you want to be their friend and dad at the same time, it's not going to work out. You
It's
know,
very difficult.
she,
It's not an
knows.
easy balance to make.
It's not an easy. And the worst part is I'm going to be teaching her this year as she's going to have a young one. And I've told her already, at home, it's dad. At school, it's Mr. Simon. It's not dad, you know. So
Right.
it's one of those things where you have to learn how to balance. And you have to be able to open up, because for her, especially for women bringing up a girl child, you have to be very careful, because you have to listen. You have to be that person who she comes to and talk to. You know, every day after work, when I pick her up and we're going home, I have to listen to all this drama, all this girl drama. You know, and I just have to just say, oh yeah, oh really, 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 and I have to listen. You know, I have no choice. I have to listen, and that's what gives her that confidence that okay, I can talk to my dad, and that is one thing a lot of parents fail: communication between kids and their parents. You know, I ask her,
Yeah.
what do you want to do? She says, I want to do dancing. Okay, I register her for a dance class somewhere in the mall. You know, I want to play badminton. I register her for badminton. I don't just force her to do things.
So if I get anything from what the prof is trying to say, is that communication, advice to future parents, make sure there is communication between you and your kids. And he's talking from his own experience as a dad to a girl child. That communication is very important. So I hope our daddies in the house, you are listening from this experienced father. So over to you, our author in the house. Do you have any advice for future parents?
Before I go about giving my 2 cents on parenting, I heard you say you have your kids takes vaccine for free.
Yes, I read that in your book. I don't want to be releasing this your book, so they should go and find it. I read that in your book that the enormous amount you spend on vaccine, and that is one thing that I've noticed in this country. The differences in the way things go about. It's like every province they have their own rule when it comes to visa, when it
And
comes to hospital bill, when
government
it comes to
hospital is more
vaccination.
expensive. The government hospital is more expensive than the clinics, you know. We
No,
also learn from the government
at the
hospital to the
beginning,
clinic.
your case is when I read through your book, your case, I was like, what? Oh, your case is so different. First, when I came out of the hospital with my first day, I asked my colleagues, I said, where can I go with this baby for vaccine? And they directed me to a clinic, pediatric. So when I went there the first time, I paid 1,700 baht. I went there the first time. And then the second time I went there again, I paid the same. And then when I was leaving, a lady stopped me and said, instead of coming to pay this money, there is a government it's not a government hospital. It's like, how do I call it? It's a government institution, but a health institution, not the big provincial government hospital. She said, go there, just go and show your book that your child was born in a government hospital, and then they will just register your child. And that was it. When I went there, my second child, and there's the first one who was born here, he took all his vaccines until the one for 4 years free. And then when I gave birth to the last one now, last one, I knew that okay, I already know the system. So I've not spent a dime on this vaccine. So when I was seeing the enormous amount we were spending, I'm like, huh? So and you mentioned that it was a government hospital. I was like, oh, nobody has told you there is a place you can go for free.
No
It's
one.
actually
Nothing
free
has
right
been
from
free
the
for my
time.
son in Thailand. Nothing has been free. Even during the
No,
circumcision, it was really expensive. We paid double. Like for
no.
example, if a child is paying 15,000 Thai baht, my son paid 30,000 Thai baht for circumcision. So nothing is free. It's bought when it's even in the government hospital, so we have to go to the clinic
If
for
the
everything.
circumcision price was over the board, I made an error too with circumcision the first time. I didn't know about the man who was doing in Bangkok, so I did it in a private because the government hospital refused. They don't do it here, so I went to a private hospital and they charged 12,000 baht. Not the one your own was really
So
huge.
it's like,
They charged 12,000 baht, but it wasn't done well. And then when I read the part where you said that there is still some foreskin, on the baby's feet. Oh
oh,
God, I laughed so loud
not up to now. There's some cost fee.
because
You have
I
to go
also
for
paid
parents.
12,000 baht for the first time. They just cut out a little bit. My son's private was so ugly. I'm like, oh, maybe when he grows, his wife will laugh at him. What kind of thing is it? So So we have to start asking people, this one we think is not good. Because I have to prevent my son because that's his dignity, when they grow up, that thing that is very important. So I started asking people, how can I fix this thing? And then that's when I heard about the man in Bible. So my son actually had circumcision twice.
We have to do a correction for my son
Yeah,
too.
we took him because he did the first one at 1 month old and it wasn't okay. So at 9 months old now, we went to the man in Bangkok. So if you are in this life and you have a son, your son is not yet circumcised, please, my candid advice, don't go to a hospital. Find these Muslim people who do it. The first man who did my son's own, he died. He passed away. So there is a new person. The contact is around. Ask somebody who has had a boy kid before. Please don't stay quiet. Maybe that's my own piece of advice to parents who are here in Thailand. When you find yourself in a situation, ask other parents. Ask other parents. Don't sit on your own. Call, make calls, get as much information as possible. Because like I remember the second person's number that I got for that did the circumcision now for this last child. I cannot count the number of people who called me later. Can I get the number? Can I get the number? And then I kept sharing. And that's how they also went and had good circumcision. Before the first man who passed away, he was doing for 1,500 baht. But now this person now is doing for 4,000. That's the price I did for last year's for last one. So please ask information. No parent really has one, especially if you are new, you've not had the experience before. When you're a first time mom, a first time dad, don't relent, don't waste time to ask something you don't know. Ask an experienced father, ask an experienced mother for information. Okay, I would have really loved Sister Mira to also come and give us a piece of advice for future parents before we can go to talk to the audience. It's time to ask the audience those questions, but I would have loved to hear from Sister Mira too. I don't know if Prof
Yeah.
has something to say.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give room for her to come up again, and then I'll
Okay.
come up later.
Okay, Prof. Thank you so much. Thank you. Your input has been very useful and amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's see, Sister Muriel, are you there? We want to add you also that you can give us any piece of advice you have for future parents, for expecting parents, for even our 18-year-olds who are going to be parents in the future.
Before Muriel comes, I think I give mine.
Okay.
First, embrace motherhood. Embrace it with all your pride and with all your dignity. Of course, so much joy to have a baby, so much joy to have someone to look after. And then again, do not feel ashamed that you do not know everything. You must know everything. You keep learning in the process. We keep learning in the process. For now, like what Mommy Queen just said, I'm still learning. So we keep learning, and do not forget, do not feel ashamed to ask for help. If you read through my book, you'll find out that I keep mentioning Mirel, and Mirel. Because when I saw her, what is this? My son is not eating. Me, how can I do? I kept on going to her over and over, and she's always there.
That was one thing I also admired in the book. You didn't stop mentioning Mirel, and every time you mentioned her, it was because there is a cracking noise. What is that? Is that coming from me?
I think so.
Is that coming from Sister Mirel?
I don't think so. I think it's from you.
Really?
Yeah.
That noise just started when you joined. Okay, like I was saying, I noticed she kept mentioning your name all through the book because she was going to you one question or the other, asking for help because she knew that you were actually experienced. So please, do you have any advice for future moms, future dads, future parents?
Hello, everybody. Thank you once more. Thank you again. Sorry for the little challenges we've been having going in and out of the platform, but thank God it's still working. I would say that generally you should do what works for you as a parent. That's the first thing I would say. And also, just like you guys have said, ask. There is no crime in not knowing, but there is a crime in not knowing and not asking. So I think as a parent, as a potential parent, always ask. As a human being in general, it's okay to ask. There's no crime in that. It's just that our society is what it is. When people ask, people start giving them names. But I don't think people should dwell on that. You know what you want and you know what works for you. Don't dwell on what people say. Rather, focus on what you want to get. And another thing is nobody has monopoly of knowledge. No one. Apart from that, if somebody tells you that this is what I did, It doesn't mean that if you do that same thing, it will work for you. Everybody is different. So you take what the person has told you and customize it to your own reality. Make it to fit your own reality, because another person's reality is not yours. Because there is always that tendency of, oh, I did what you said, but it didn't work. Yes, you did it, but you did it not based on your own current situation or your own reality. And another thing I want to say is that it is true we are living in a society where there are so many different things happening, but we should always be willing to listen and learn from each other. Don't always think you know too much. No one does. Be willing to listen and learn from each other. Life is a learning process. Learning never stops. So we might be doing it, but not doing it well. Nobody's expecting you to be perfect. Nobody's expecting you to be a perfect mother or a perfect father. Just do your best and see what happens. You can only do as much. Our kids are sometimes difficult to handle, yes. Please, your child is your child. Your child cannot be another man's child. Don't say, oh, this one is talking, but my child is not talking. By the time you start growing up and treating your child.
Teacher Mimi, sorry for interrupting you. There is a student who keeps greeting. Hello, Teacher Mimi. Hello, Teacher Mimi. Which of you is Teacher Mimi? Because I know both of you are somehow Mimi. It's you, yes. Yao is in the comment section. Keep saying hello, Teacher Mimi. Hello, Teacher Mimi. So sorry for interrupting you. I wanted you to notice her.
No, I like. We should listen to each other, and also we should stop comparing. We should stop comparing our kids. My child's name is this, and so your child's name is that. That means that those children never be the same. They will be different. In Thailand, many of us face challenges of having to deal with two languages and also not having people to communicate. And you start hearing, especially in this country, everybody will talk. Oh, take the child to the hospital. This one is talking, please, your child is different. Every child have their own pace. Every pregnancy is different. Every human is different. So every child is different. You might give birth to them on the same day, but they will not talk on the same day. They will not talk on the same, I don't know, on the same week, or they will not all walk at the same time. The growth of every child is different. Embrace that, accept that, and stop the comparison. It doesn't help anyone. Instead, it puts a lot of pressure on you and on that child. I have people thank God, my first son, was able to start talking when he was just 1 year, 5 months. And the second, and by the grace of God, the third is already making the effort to start talking. That is me. That is my own kids. It doesn't mean that yours will be the same. So don't compare. Don't put pressure on yourself or on that child. Take it one day at a time as it comes. Stick to your own reality. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. She has given us some very great points. And there was somebody in the comment section actually admiring the way eloquent. Like, who is that lady? She is so eloquent. That who is that lady, please? That is a Mrs. No, but I think it was just a very good the way you talk. Actually, I prefer you speak so well and the points are very clear. No comparison, no two cases are the same. So I think there is something. I think there's something happening that I'm making so much noise. Can you please, if you are not talking, can you please mute your microphone? Okay, thank you. All right. So we are going to actually go to the second part of this, but before we go, I would like to read the comment section. A lot of people were agreeing we agree with what Mrs. Mira was saying. So true, so true. Thank you so much. And yeah, a lot of people sending their loved hearts. I wanted to, and then Mommy Queen, you have been a great host so far. Thank you so much, Mr. Tata. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. And please, guys, don't forget to share. Again, if you just drop by this live and you wonder what's going on, we are actually launching the book Beyond the Womb, written by Mrs. Keshia here on my here. So I don't know if I should say right or left, depending on how you're watching me. Yes, she just waved. Thank you. And we're just listening to some advice to future parents from Mrs. Mirangwe. And we are going to go to the next part of this show so that we don't take so much of your time. We have some free copies. I don't know how many because I noticed just towards just when this live was about to start, we had some more people who wanted to sponsor more copies. So I will let the author tell us how many free copies we have to give out on this live today before we begin the question and answer session. I'll mute my mic now for her.
Thank you, Queen. Actually, for now, we have about 13 free copies, but on this live, we'll be giving out 10 free copies for everyone here that'll be able to answer some questions related to pregnancy and motherhood. 3 more copies will be given us after the live. But for now, 10 free copies. Mommy Queen, unmute.
I forgot. Thank you. So we have actually about 8 questions here. So I want to ask you, since we are going to give out 10 copies, how are we going to do this? We are going to ask one question, and then how many people do we choose for a copy, or how do you want us to do this? Or is it Muriel? What do you think we are going to do at this point? Because when we made this, we didn't have up to these 10 copies. So what do we do at this point now? Do we just ask the questions? Do we begin from the first questions? We take 2 correct people, and then the other ones, the second question, we take 2 correct people, and then the rest of the questions, 1 correct person. Would that work?
I think that would work. Or me?
I think maybe we can be spontaneous to maybe come up with another question to fill the gap. So we give
Okay.
it.
That is a good point. Okay. So I'm going to, I don't want to ask all the questions. We have 8 questions here. I'm going to let Mrs. Mirel will ask the first 2, and then the author will ask the next 2, and then we are going to let Mulai Ifane come up again to ask the next 2, and then I will ask the rest, if that is okay. So let's begin with you, Mrs. Mirel. And this is how it's going to go. Please, we want the fastest finger, the person that will answer the question, not just answer quickly, but also answer correctly. So I have to be, I'm going to be looking, but I'll also ask everybody in the comment section to help me to also look. So what is the first question? Drum roll.
Okay, guys, I hope you're ready. Your fingers are on your keyboard. So our first question is, how many trimesters do we have in pregnancy? how many trimesters do we have in pregnancy?
Somebody is watching from Doha. Don't worry if you answer. Oi, oi, I already saw the first answer. Oi. I've shouted like a Thai person now. Oi. All these women who have been pregnant, you should not answer. All these women who have been pregnant before should not answer. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, I see Mrs. Calibajet Tinaroli, I see Bebe Eyere, I see Belinda, Mia de Paris, but actually the first person whose answer came up was Mrs. Calibajet Tinaroli. Okay, so because there are so many people giving the right answer, I'm going to Sis Mira, you asked this question. What do you think we should do? I want you to ask something in relation to this again, that same question, so that the person can answer. The person cannot get it correct. The person will not get the book.
All right. What is the most delicate stage of this pregnancy?
Okay, she says, what is the most delicate stage of this? Because almost everybody who's written is correct. So what is the most delicate stage of this 3-trimester pregnancy, these 3 stages in pregnancy? Now that I you so no, it's me. No, I got no, the first answer I saw was Tina Rolly's answer. That was the first one I saw. So yes, can we hear the answers? Somebody said first. Somebody said 1 to 3 months. Even in my house, people are shouting saying, "Na me, na me." I didn't imagine. This one I cheat, you know.
I think here the first person I see is Belinda.
Really? No, the first thing I saw was Tina. Belinda's own came later. Actually, I saw Belinda's answer. The first was Tina, and then I think Maya, and then Dube. That was it. Yeah. The first correct answer gets it. Yeah, so I think the winner of this book, of this first copy, should go to Calebajet Tinaroli. Yeah, I think she's our winner. So please let's note that down. Congratulations, Mrs. Calebajet. You just won a free copy of Beyond the Womb. But Mrs. Calabaria Tinaroli, you are not limited to 1 copy, sister. You can also get a copy to bless the sister. You are very yes, Mrs. Murdoch, you want to say something?
What if someone has to be the first person to write an answer, the correct answer 5 times? Does that mean the person gets 5 copies?
No, once you get a copy, you cannot get another one. You just everybody can only get 1 copy. So once you get a copy, you can still answer, so that you can give cartouche, you can give a sheet to other people, but you cannot win again. All right.
Okay.
Let's see. You still have 1 more question.
All right. The second question says, what are some of the early signs or symptoms of pregnancy?
Please write 2 symptoms.
What are some of the early signs or symptoms of pregnancy?
Type your 2 symptoms at once. Spell correctly. Yes, we are waiting. We are waiting. I'm looking very keenly, so I don't want to say what's me. I'm watching. Okay. Maya, you just got 1 correct. We say 2 symptoms. Mia the Paris says vomit. The first person, okay, we also have the Bay Area was the first to answer, to start vomiting. Just 1. We need 2. We need 2 at once. So charming princess, nausea and bleeding. Is bleeding there? So the first person who has actually written two answers at once is charming prince, nausea and bleeding. Second person, Tata prince. I cannot see your soul. Second person, Tata princess, fever, vomiting. Tabitha is the third. Dizziness, nausea. So I want to ask the author. Charming prince is the first person. He says nausea and bleeding. Is bleeding a symptom of pregnancy? I think it's not general, right? It's rare. It's not. So I think so I think, and then the second person who got two answers at once, fever, vomiting. That's Tata Prince. Is that correct? Fever? Fever? Symptom of pregnancy?
It is, but not for everybody. But yeah, it is.
But it's not general. It's not a general symptom, you know. Fever is not one of them. You don't get fever. Wait. Don't be sick. You don't get fever. And then we have, okay, the next person who also has two straight answers is also a man. Tapping Chong Cyril the banker. He said dizziness, nausea. So dizziness, nausea. So we have a winner, guys. Drum roll. We have a winner. Tapping Chong Cyril the banker. And let me tell you, this is not cheating. He's actually in my household at the moment. Yay! We have a winner in the house. Okay. So congratulations, Mr. Tabitha Cyril Dubancap. You just won a free copy of this great book, Beyond the Womb. Congratulations.
What's the name of the second winner again?
Tabitha Cyril Dubancap. Tabby Chong. Tabitha Cyril Dubancap. Just Tabby or Cyril. Tabby Cyril will be fine.
Okay.
Someone say no answer. Mommy, I bet no vex. Let's answer quick. I only say no answer. The Clarice man can't go. Mommy, I bet answer. Please, everyone should keep answering. We still have 8 more copies to go. Just 2 are down. If you not answer again, you will miss some more. Now, not do so. I beg. Blah blah say. We have so many symptoms here, but those who don't know, you can be pregnant now and you don't know yet. So please look at these symptoms. Let me read some of them. We have no menstruation, nausea. We have vomiting and enlarged breast, tender breast and abdominal pain, late monthly flow, vomiting. And somebody say our men are in this with us, bravo. Of course, the men have to be in it all. They are the putters. Okay. All right. So the author, I think over to you. You are going to ask your questions.
Okay, I'm going to ask questions related to the book. During my presentation, I actually gave you some of the answers, so I'm going to ask you the questions now. The first question is, how many parts are in Beyond the Womb? How many parts are in Beyond the Womb? Let's go. How many parts are in Beyond the Womb? Please name them. Queen, unmute, please.
Okay, I'm watching. I haven't seen any answer yet. 3 parts. But this person already won a copy. She said 3 parts. That's from Tina Rolling. Tabitha already won. He said 3. Maya de Paris is 3 parts. That's the third person. Charming Prince, 3 parts. So the first answer I've seen, that is correct. That may be correct. I'm not sure. Also, what's the answer, please?
Tata Prince. It's not actually 3 parts. The second one is just a transition into the second part. Definitely, we have 2 parts: the pregnancy part and the motherhood part. So we have 2 parts. And I think Tata Prince got it right. Tata Prince got it correct. Tata Prince.
Everybody has said 3 parts. Just one person has said 4 parts.
Tata Prince said 2 parts.
Okay, no, Tata Prince said 2 parts. I'm not even Tata. Okay, there I see his answer, 2 parts. But his answer came right after other people have said 3 parts until he said 2 parts. So which one is correct, 2 or 3?
2.
So our winner for this question is Tata Prince. He is the first person to say 2 parts. I see that here very clearly. Congratulations, Tata Prince. You just won a copy of Beyond the Womb by Meshi Keshia. Meshi Keshia. Congratulations, Tata Prince. Okay. Someone said pregnant from motherhood. How many? Okay. Yes, congratulations. You deserve it. All right. Next question from our author, please.
How many pages are in Beyond the Womb? I actually said that twice. How many pages are in Beyond the Womb? How many pages are in Beyond the Womb?
How many pages? I'm not going.
Small girl.
Answer 147. 16 better 147. The first person to say 147 was Bebe Ayere.
Got that. 147.
Yeah, so Bebe Ayere is our winner for this question. So congratulations, the only Bebe in the whole of Africa. Congratulations for winning a copy of Beyond the Womb by Mrs. Meshi Keshia. Congratulations.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes, can I also please I remember you said in the beginning you said 147, but later you did the correction, but then your volume was quite low. So I'm sure many didn't get it. However, for the purpose of the question and answer, the person who won has already won. But for the purpose of actually putting the actual figure out there, I think you should do so. What do you think?
147. I was just repeating myself.
141.
If it comes from the title to the dedication, the copyright date, that's 147.
Okay, because the written the story itself is 141, but every page in it is 147. Okay, I get it. So our winner is Bebe Ayere. Congratulations again once more, Mama. All right. So we are going to have the next set of questions from, that's supposed to be from Prof. Simon. So I don't know this female, can you just, I'm going to let Prof come up and ask some questions too. Prof, are you there? Prof has a question. This Mira, we are going to try to add Prof now. If we are going to try to add him so that he can come up and ask a question.
Okay.
Prof, please send us a request. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. Prof, are you there? I cannot see your request. Okay, I'm going to send one myself. I've sent a request to Prof. Welcome again, sir. So we are inviting you to ask a question to the audience.
How many people have won so far?
4.
Again, oh, 3.
4, right?
4. No, 4.
Okay. All right. So for those who were listening, especially in this book, Beyond the Womb, there was one name that was constantly being mentioned, called upon all the time. What's the name of that person that was being mentioned? A lot of reference was being made from this person throughout this book. what's the name of that person. So if you were a keen listener, you were supposed to know that name. So go ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, we have a winner. That was
Okay.
that was
waiting
fast.
for me to answer.
Oh, somebody, the first person.
Mojoko Christie.
Yes, Mojoko Christie. She's the first person. And just for you to be sure, what's the name of the baby, Mojoko, for you to win that prize properly? What's the name of the baby?
Well, someone is supposed to have read this book, or did she mention the name of the baby in the show?
Of course.
Okay. Did you? I did not hear. Maybe I was not paying attention.
I didn't. I don't think so, Prof. Did I?
Yes, you did at one time.
Yeah, that was just once, I think.
Prof,
Prof, you
see, a question of the prof. Very
She got
hard.
it. Mojoko got it. She got it. She got the name of the baby correctly. So she was listening. Baby Divan. So.
Are you sure there are not people who are close to the author? Meshi, please tell us. Is Mojoko close to you or not? If she's close to you, that's cheating.
Mojoko doesn't know me well. Mojoko doesn't know that I am close to me well.
But does she know baby Divan? Does she know the name is Divan? Does she know that name? That no.
It's a baby.
Not if she knows not because she read
her name is in my book, correct. If you read my book, her name is inside, correct. At some point I mentioned about her.
Okay. So for us to know that the baby Divan, then Prof, ask another question, then Mojoko answer again. A different one.
Okay. I'm gonna ask this one question, which is part of motherhood, as Keshia was talking about. During her experience as a mother, what actually happened to Divan's dad that was very crazy when it comes to baby and taking care of the baby, especially the baby clothing? What did he do?
Mola. They are not even watching. How would they know those answers? Hey,
wait. You know, some people are very good at guessing.
So I'm going to come and guess. How would they know that? Hey, well, we'll try to correct problem. That problem, get receipt for you be. Try.
Question.
Well, I didn't say a question about child.
All right, you guys want a simple question.
Okay. See, I think the comment section, everyone can say, give her book, please. So I think Mojoko Christie deserves this book, you know, because Molado fed comments to all kind of question them. So I'm going to leave the author to decide. So what do you think? Should we give this free copy to Mojoko Christie?
Mojoko Christie will get the book on one condition: she will pay for her posting.
Okay, done. If you say so. So Mojoko Christie has just won a copy of Beyond the Womb, but she's going to pay for her posting because she could not answer the second part.
Tracy, warrior.
Receive question.
I said, only answer. Mulana question, I'm going to answer. Say, the father added pocket allowance. Somebody said he facilitated the coming out of the baby by doing his matrimonial duty.
If you read through my book, you see something about
I'm having a headache already. He just reminded me of one of my profs that made me to go for receipt in geography. Is it geography or is math? So, beg. All right. So we are going to ask the next set of questions. I will. Well, I still have, I think, 2 more questions to ask. But Mola, just be thinking of the easy ones while I ask mine.
No, my question.
Please, I want to see everybody write in the comment section. I'm ready because my own is really easy. Are you ready? I want to see ready. Let's go. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Mojoko, you already won a book. No question. Yeah, the no vex. Question day, books today. We still have 5 more copies to go. Okay, we are ready. Okay, here's my question. Please type correctly. One spelling mistake, one word wrong is wrong answer. What is the right and the best or the general way to burp a baby? You may not have had a baby, but you have been near a baby, around a baby. What is the correct way, the general correct way to burp a baby? Please type out.
Type it out. Let's go. Who's the first? Who's the first? Tinaroli. Maya say I fear. No fear. Normally delivery.
What does that mean? To birth. I did not say birth. Maybe my spelling, my pronunciation. Birth. B-U-R. Made a picking belch.
Birth.
Birth. B-U-R-P. Not birth.
Someone said normally delivery.
You probably thought birth. That's what I said. Maybe I wasn't the general way to birth a baby, but I said birth.
Gently rub the baby on the back. What's the
was the first answer. She said rub his back. So, and then Blessed said gently rub the baby on the back.
Position.
Yeah, position is very important. Put the position. Type out the position, where and how.
I think Tina really got it.
Naroli, but she already said she want a copy. Somebody can steal her answer. Type it out quickly.
Tina really got it. She said rub the baby's back while carrying the baby on your shoulder. She already
won the book. She cannot get another copy. Somebody can copy her answer.
Oh.
Lay the baby's abdomen towards your shoulder and lightly tap on the baby's back. Clarice Mankangwa just got it, finally.
It was me at the Paris. Clarice Mankangwa, okay.
Clarice Mankangwa, she just won this one. Carry the baby on your shoulder and lay the baby's abdomen towards your shoulder and lightly tap the baby on the back. That is the correct one. She's the first one. Mia the Paris got it correctly, but she came after Clarice. Mia, please hang in there. The next one could be you.
Maya, fear my question.
Make it easy. Make it easy for us, please.
Okay. So we have Tina Clarice Mankangwa just won a free copy of Beyond the Womb by Mrs. Meshi Keshia. We go over to the next question from me. When is the right time to announce to relatives or friends that you are expecting, and why? So you are telling us the right time to announce. When you discover that you're pregnant, you know that you're pregnant. When is the right time to tell people, your friends, your family, and why? Why is that time the right time? Ty, let's go.
Yes. Let's see. All the ladies who have given birth, they should be able to answer this one.
Especially if person don't win book, if it's the answer.
Yes. Let's go. Let's go.
So the book don't after you
Maya will give me Maya activity 2 months because they not go fit move the belly. I say Maya, I say now which doctor will tell you so?
Last trimester question, what sure the baby is coming, depending on I almost I would say test trimester, but depend for me at the end of the second taking consideration the baby's chance of survival. I've not seen any correct answer. I've not seen any correct answer, guys. Go to Google. Go to Google. I don't think
it's not depending on the individual. There is a standard. There is a standard for this. It's not depending. Yes, there is a standard. It's an international standard.
I thought I go Google the answer today.
There is an international standard for this.
Depending answer, oh Maya, it don't depend on the individual or anything.
No, Maya, leave that story. It's not depending on the individual.
There is I won't tell anyone. Not talking, mommy, not talking.
Nobody's winning this. Are you people kidding me? Go to Google, guys. Somebody has to win this. We are going to learn it. We go to school, learn it today together. There's no correct time. It depends on the individual. Medically advised, as being advised generally when is the right time, in case you want to tell people, whether it's individual, in case you want to tell people when is the right time. People are really...
Where the Paris?
Where am I? No.
Strong question.
Time. Make a rest me, not because me. So nobody's going to get this. If not, I already know about my own copy. I already get my own copy. Look at the I'm answering question. I read copy. You see equation. Child, it depends on your different relationship.
Come on, guys.
I said, where all the ladies in the house.
The man already does. Someone says get that outside there.
Tabby says at the end of the first trimester, while Blessed says second trimester.
Wait, Tabby says at the end of the first trimester. Why? You need to tell us why. May not be saying the answer of get meeting, no, because everybody has to catch the answer. We'll catch your answer. I don't trust Tabby answer. Here, I thought we get meeting.
Did you tell me why?
You may talk why. If you talk why correctly, they will get a book. But you don't win book now. You don't if you get book again. You don't really win one book.
Tabby don't win one book.
Yeah, you don't really win book.
Real.
So the man will be answer, but tell me why. End of first trimester, correct? Yes, but why? Why? That time you're sure that you're pregnant. Now, which one be that time you're sure that you're pregnant? 12 weeks because we can't hide it anymore.
After the first trimester because the pregnancy should be stable.
Yes, I think Belinda just got this. Belinda won the book yet.
No, she hasn't. She hasn't got a copy yet.
So I think we got a winner. Belinda says after the first trimester because that is when the pregnancy is stable. Yes, being stable means that after 12 weeks, it's 12 weeks or first trimester. Being stable because the chances of miscarriage are very, very low. Most of the time, if a pregnant woman will lose the pregnancy, will miscarriage, it happens between the first 12 weeks. So you don't rush. It's advised that you don't rush to tell people that you're pregnant, so as not to disappoint them again with the sad news of losing the baby later. So I'm sure a lot of us have learned this today, that when you are expecting, even if your mouth is scratching to tell somebody, just hold on until the 12th semester, you're sure that baby is okay, the baby is stable, and then you can give the announcement. So the winner of this book goes to someone said, Belinda, I think my answer.
That's it.
But I said, no, that English, don't kill me. I beg, don't be an English teacher. Where? Okay. All right. So I'll give the floor to the author to ask the next questions. How many books do we have left, madam?
3 books left.
Okay, so maybe you're going to ask one question, Prof will ask another question, and then we're going to bring up Mrs. Mira again to ask another question.
Okay. My question goes, at how many weeks is a baby considered full term? At how many weeks is a baby considered full term? At how many weeks is a baby considered full term?
Belinda said announce the winner. Did you not announce the winner? The winner of, okay, congratulations, Belinda Babila. You just won a copy of Beyond the Womb by Meshi Keshia. Congratulations. I don't announce winner, madam. Belinda said 32 guys. See, you won for 32 weeks. Joy.
32, 36, 34, 38 to 42 weeks.
Wonderful.
Actually, it's a range, guys. It's a range. Don't give one figure. It's a range. So it's a range. It's a range. You have to give a range from this number of weeks because there's really no one. Yes,
Brenda says, Brenda Motia says 37 weeks.
Give a full range, please, guys.
From 37 is already full term, right?
37 is already full term, but we want the range, the full range. 37 to how many?
37 to.
I'm not seeing any correct answer. It's not 42. 42 is too much. 42 is already above. 42 is above. Okay, Brenda just get it correct. Brenda said 37 to 40 weeks. So that is the correct answer, 37 to 40 weeks.
Is Brenda in Thailand?
No, Brenda is in Bahrain.
Okay.
Maya said 38 to 42. No, 42 is above.
Maya,
Wow.
I was only be free book. What that's of fire?
Me, I never read win.
No, I never win. No, you win to fire. Where?
Okay.
Brenda,
No worry.
Brenda is asking how does she get her book?
Brenda, a copy of your book will be available in Cameroon. I don't know if you have anybody in Cameroon where the person can collect and send it to you.
Is that okay, Brenda? Your copy will be available in Cameroon. So as to avoid too much cost on the author. So, but it's easier for us to send to Cameroon, and then if you have anyone traveling to Cameroon from Cameroon, the person can get it for you. Okay, Brenda says she's okay. So congratulations, Brenda Ekoy Motia. You just won a copy of Beyond the Womb by Mrs. Meshi Keshia. So we are going to, okay, Mola will ask the next question, and then we will get one more question from Mrs. Mirel.
This question,
okay.
I'm going to put it in the local language. I'll broken for Pidgin. When whom I'm born, after I do born.
Mother don't see question again.
No.
Mother Mama was very face on the other day. As a question.
No, wait, yeah, no. After it all born, something the commode, wait be the name, wait be the English name for that thing where the commode after the picking commode.
Correct one. That one easy. Now what the
Yes.
answer is
Let's go.
No, but I don't ask now. Do one easy. Do one easy. I never see no answer yet.
Mary
Azamta. Mary Azamta placenta. That is the correct answer. Mary Azamta just won a copy of Beyond the Womb. Placenta. Mola me answer that now. Me no be so for what
Yes. Placenta.
Mary, where are you based, please?
Congratulations.
Wait. No, that the answer wrong. I never yet see the right answer.
Well, not be the right answer. How?
No, placenta and a play with bikini she don't for inside. But when it go, wait till be the color, wait till be the English name. No be placenta. Placenta and a play with the bikini.
Sorry, Mary. You are mistake way announce wrong person for Miss Universe. That will don't make us over here. Mola says you're not correct. Sorry, Mary. Mola says you're not correct. I don't know the answer at this point. So only Mola knows the correct answer.
Cord?
No.
No.
Amniotic fluid? No. Umbilical cord? No. Umbilical cord? No. Blood? No. I said no. Blessed now it is.
Someone said Mola is wrong.
No. No, baby
you're wrong.
Baby seat. No be bikini seat. Na physics. No. Wonders. No be wonders. Haha. No be haha. Fetal membrane.
So I say fetal membrane.
Yes. I can give that one. Yes. Fetal membrane.
And it's still Mary. Mary, you really got to win the boom. So you don't win. Congratulations, Mary. Yes. I said fetal membrane. Yeah, that's what they do biology. So we can still say it again that Mary Azamta has just won a free copy of Beyond the Womb. Congratulations.
Is Mary in Cameroon?
No, she's in Thailand. Mary Azamta is in Thailand.
That's good.
So I say no, I disagree. Mola, now sorry, no go by me. I beg. We see get one more book. Vagina discharge. Where my journey hot? Well, I want to ask something. You talk that Mary, right? Say, fetal membrane. Okay. So what is the correct answer, Mola?
You see, neither way Clarity don't write up for the after birth. Yes.
After birth.
Yes.
So, after I don't want to pick another one. I don't know my family come on. Then they will only press and press and this other thing they come on. Maybe other thing will come on.
Placenta. Now when it's still inside your stomach, but when it will come on outside your stomach, now the fetal membrane or the afterbirth.
I see. Thank you. I just tried something. When we ever call our generally say a placenta, one of inside the one of outside the one of placenta. So myself ask mommy matter, go ask mommy matter, beg my matter tell you fine. My mother no feel no. Do my English. You go call her voice say placenta, papa.
Okay. Bring in the next author, make as the next question.
See, only argument for comment section, you don't show it.
Come on, argue for my time.
I agree.
I start to disagree now. Give it in the end. On the placenta. Mary, don't win book in the sick argue. What about the book? Okay. Okay, so we have one more. We have one more question, and Mrs. Mirel is going to answer that question for us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone who is still here. Thank you. So we are going to add Miss Mirel to ask the last question. Hello, Mira, are you there? Someone say I don't agree with Miss Amula answer. Miss Amula, you will surely come back. All my decisions they don't agree. I don't learn new thing. Me, I don't agree. I don't learn. There are people who say that inside the womb, from what I've understood, inside the womb is called a placenta. So generally, we just know that it's always a placenta. So what it's explaining is that when this comes out of the woman's body, it's no longer called the placenta. You can call it after birth, or like Mary called it the fetal membrane. I don't know whether fetal membrane really corrected. Maybe not after birth, but well, he said people accept the answer because
actually consider, but that's not the right term.
Yeah,
the right term after
birth. So maybe we just instead of say the argue, say we no agree, we just learn and we'll learn something new. Yeah, somebody think it's after birth. All right. So we are waiting for Mrs. Mirel. Please join us so that you can ask the last question. As for course, I've been sweet. So the person will go win the book. You say the winner with extra luck, extra blessings. Mrs. Mirel, are you there? Yeah, so mom, check. So I could check Google after this slide. Try check a bit. But when you check, I say, okay. I said, so question there, I know what ask her. We got a question over easy. Mirror is not coming up. You see that? She's there. Okay, she has sent, I've seen it. Excuse me. I don't really born my book. Let me born triplet. Okay, so please welcome back.
Thank you. So,
can you just ask the last question?
Sure. My last question will be, when the author was given like a brief background of her book and also talking about her fibroid situation, she made mention of how big her fibroid was. So I would like to know, how many centimeters did she say her fibroid was, and how many centimeters has it reduced to present day?
I thought she was going to come with a very easy answer, but this one is another prompt. The very easy question. Another prompt 2.0. Okay, so we are reading the answers, guys. Five to two. 2 1. 5 centimeters to 2 centimeters. 5 centimeters, now 4 centimeters. Now you go look at, because I don't remember the answer either. Now just see.
No.
Take it out.
But she said, like, how big was her fibroid at the beginning, and today how big it is?
Well, go Google. You
Take it up, guys. Not 5. 5 is small. Take it up.
It's like no one is gonna get this correct.
Yeah.
Hey, not gonna laugh. Ask the question.
Excuse me.
No.
Daddy John says 7. Okay, my hand is surprised. He says 7 to 4. Is she correct?
No.
No, not
Fine.
It was bigger than that.
Wow.
And it
Bigger than
reduced
7.
to more than half.
Bigger than 7. Bigger than 7. She made mention of the fiber bigger than her baby, 5 centimeters to 2 centimeters.
It don't evaporate.
It don't evaporate.
So 95.
95.
No.
See, there's a bigger, it reduced to more than half.
The last one, the person said 95. The last range is correct, but the 9 is wrong. The 5 is correct. Has to, like, that's the current state of it now, but
This one beating my hand. Try.
Put the 9 a little bit.
Up, yeah.
Take the 9 a bit off because say 5 is correct, but the 9 is not the correct one. 10 to 5.
10, no. A little bit up, but good.
Slightly up.
Tumbo, my 11.
Yes, Mukete Owamba. It's 12 to 5. Madam Queen.
Yeah.
Mukete Owamba got it right. He said 12 to 5.
12 to 5.
Yeah.
Mukete Owamba. Okay. Hi. Mukete Owamba. Try my hand. One industry. Mukete Owamba is the winner, guys. The first person to say 12 to 5. So we have a winner. Like the boys, we have 3 men who have won today on this show. So the lucky winner of a free copy of Beyond the Womb goes to Mr. Mukete Owamba. Thank you so much, guys. We have successfully given out 10.
Is Mr. Mukete in Thailand?
I don't know. Mr. Mukete Owamba, are you in Thailand? I swear to God, I relate with the pinto.
I mean, I didn't see the beginning.
Maya has been here from like the beginning of this show.
From the beginning. Even blessed one is struggling to answer.
I'm going to give her a copy of the book. Also, please. Give her a copy. Brilliant. Not giving up.
Maya is getting a free copy sponsored by Mrs. Mirel. So congratulations, Mia, the Paris Queen of Highlights. You just won a free copy, courtesy of Mrs. Mirel. Congratulations. Finally.
It's a good screenshot.
All right. So that means in this show, we have successfully given out 11 free copies. That is a huge number. So I think we are going to go to the last part of this book launch. This part actually is a part where we are actually going to launch this book. So the part we have been waiting for, the reason for this live session was to launch this book. So I'm going to leave this part to the author. Let her do the honors.
Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you very much, Mirel. Thank you to everyone. I'm extremely grateful. So the moment we have been waiting for is finally here. And without further delay, I, Meshi Keshia, the author of Beyond the Womb, declare that the book is officially launched. A copy is 300 Thai baht. A copy is 300 Thai baht and 5,000 francs CFA. So to get a copy, please, Mommy Queen will post a link where you can, it will directly to my WhatsApp. You can get to me there and we'll arrange on how you get your copy. Mommy Queen, please, can you post the link? And thank you, everyone.
If I have to post that link now, I think I didn't. I'm really sorry. I didn't think about it. If I have to go to copy that link from my WhatsApp, this live session may close because I'm using the same device. So I don't know if it's possible for you to comment and then I'm going to pin it. Is there any possibility? All right, so like the author said, I don't know, maybe she dropped out to pin to comment. I am not really sure, but she was sending an invite again. So a copy of this book goes for 300 Thai baht and 5,000 francs CFA. So please, if you want to order, you're just gonna click on the link. The link takes you directly to her WhatsApp. Please support this lady. What she has done is it's huge, it's great, it's admirable, and she has done it's good work. It's not something that when you buy and read, you will say, who sent me? Trust me, when you read it, you will keep it somewhere in your house because you want to go back to it someday, or you want somebody else to also read it. It's a good read, it's a good book. So support her, especially not just because she has written this book, but because the proceeds of this book is going to help to cover the cost, and also is going to support her to bring up the person who inspired her to write this book. Yeah. So I'm waiting for her to come up with you.
Please, can I say something?
Yes, of course.
Also, I will really like and appreciate for everyone, like, please, we should all support Mimi, who is the author. I say this because I've watched her grow when she came to Thailand, and now, like, what I say is like it's a different person, which is a good thing because it's all positivity. Apart from that, when you read through the book, it offers a lot of hope because despite the fact that she was pregnant first time and also having fibroid, um, all through the book, every time she made mention of going to the hospital and getting some kind of news that was scary, she didn't like, there was no negativity after that. She stayed positive. She kept trusting God. And it's because when you read through the book, you get so many instances of that sort. And at the end, she would say, I am still letting God to take control, or I'm still believing God. That goes to show that no matter whatever you may be going through, this is not a word, but when somebody experiences it and stays it, you should take it seriously. Life happens, it's a roller coaster, those difficult moments will come. But in the midst of all of those, I think we should stay positive, looking for the way forward, and trusting God, because at the end of the day, you and I can only do what we can. The rest of it is left for God to take control. And if you have no faith, then I don't know what you are expecting will happen. In the case of, in situations of negativity, difficulty, challenges, no matter how huge they are, we should always remember that we should stay positive, knowing that at the end of it all, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I have successfully pinned the comment. Please let me know if you can see it clearly. If you cannot see, just look on the screen. The only comment that is there at this moment, I can see it on my own screen. Please click on that link. It will take you directly to her WhatsApp. Even if you're not ordering now, I just encourage everybody, please click on it and save that WhatsApp number. Save it, guys. Please click on that link, save that WhatsApp number, save it. Mrs. Kesha, you can save the name as Beyond the Womb, so that when you see it, you remember to order a copy and support Mimi. Just like the other Mimi has said, it's a book that when you read, you get encouraged through your trial. That when things get difficult, they can certainly become better. So please encourage this lady. And I know I saw in the highlight of the book somewhere, she said she wants to. There are so many other things she wants to do. She wants to write stories for kids. There are so many other projects she has in mind. This is the beginning. And of course, when we start, we don't stop. We need to keep going higher. And that's what we want from Mimi. She needs to go higher. She's talented. And when we see talent like this, we should not let them die. We should do what we can to encourage this kind of talent. Thank you so much. So I'm going to let the author
The link.
again, please.